Alright, so this is the last video where we're going to talk about a few things about modifying the shapes that are on there, the objects that are on the screen, and then we'll talk about transitions and animations. Alright, so when it comes to pictures, right, so you can select a picture, you have the picture format tab, and on this picture format tab, you can do corrections, you can change the colors, artistic effects, change the picture style, you could add a picture border, picture effects. You may also rotate the picture, send it backwards, send it forward. So this is arranging the picture. You can align it top, bottom, center, all of those things. And then you can change the width, also crop the picture, right? So when you click on crop, you could crop from the top, from the bottom, from the sides, and so forth. Just to make your picture look neat. All right. So the same with the shape, right? You get the shape format tab. You can choose the shape styles. You can even change the shape if you wanted to. You've got the the shape effects. You've got the text effects for the text that will be in the shape. You also have shape outline, text fill, shape fill, text outline. You can arrange just like a picture, and you can change the size just like a picture. When it comes to charts, right, let's talk about creating the chart, right? You can create it using the insert tab, right? Insert illustrations chart, or you could insert it using the placeholder there. So you just come to the placeholder and you click on insert chart. Right? Once you insert your chart, you can choose the type of chart, right? So I'm just going to choose the default, click on OK, and then you have to input the data, right? So for example, there I could call this sales, and if I don't need these other two categories, I delete the columns, right? Column C and D, I delete them just to remove those categories, right? Those series. And then I could call this Jan, and I could call the next one Feb. And let's just keep the numbers in there the same, but remember, you just be typing the numbers in. I'll just type in 5,000 for this one, and then 3,000 for that one, all right? And then if I don't need category 3 and 4, I just delete columns 4 and 5, just like that, okay? So once that is deleted, you know that your chart is just what you need. So you close this, and sometimes it will minimize your PowerPoint. If it minimizes your PowerPoint, all you need to do is come into the taskbar and open up your PowerPoint again in the taskbar. Okay, so your chart, you can work with it like a chart that we had in Excel, right? You can modify the chart just like a chart that's in Excel. You have the chart design and chart format tab, right, that you can use to do that. And then your tables, you can add text to these tables. You can add columns and rows. So if I want to delete this row, I just select this column. I just click anywhere in the column, right click. Click anywhere in the column, go to the table layout, and then I could choose delete, and then say delete columns. If I want to delete this row, I click anywhere in that row, delete rows. Right? If I want to add as well, just select where I want to add, and I say add below. Or excuse me, add a column to the right, I could just click on add to the right, right, insert right, right. So that's how you work with your table. All right, your text, you can work with it in any way. Remember, when you select text, you can go to the insert tab and work on the links, right? So there's all the link options that you have, and you can work on adding to a web page or email address. That's all the options you have. Screen tips as well. That's your link option, so you can also play around with that to make sure that you're aware of that. When you have videos, right, you select your videos just like a picture. You have a picture format tab or a video format tab in this case, and you can format your videos using the video format tab just like with a picture. Then you have the playback tab where you can choose things that are specific to videos, right? So for example, volume issues, you could choose when it plays, how it plays, when it starts, how it's going to end. You could also choose to trim the video, so you choose how you want to trim it. So maybe you want to start from 2 seconds all the way to 5 seconds. You just change those things around. Um, that's how you'd work with your video. All right, that's all that's different to a picture, the video playback. So play around with your video playback. And with your smart art, you remember the things that you did to smart art when you were in Microsoft Word, as well as when you're in Excel. It's exactly the same. You have smart art design and you have smart art format. So play around with those to make sure that you know how to use your smart art design and your smart art format. And then finally, let's talk about transitions. So transitions is how your slide is going to pop up onto the screen. So for your slide to pop up on the screen, you can choose a transition. For example, you choose it to cut, all right? or you could choose it to fall over. Right? Once you choose your transition, it also has effect options, right? So it could fall over to the right, for example. All right, so those are your effect options, and you could choose the duration. Maybe you wanted to fall over for 4 seconds as opposed to just 2 seconds, right? So you could also preview that, and you'll see that it falls over quite long, right? It takes longer, right? That's your transitions. You could also apply these transitions to all slides by clicking on apply to all. All right. Obviously, once you apply to all, you could even change the one that's here just for this slide, or maybe just for the title slide that you just want to change it for. So remember that those are some of your options with transition. Then next we can go on to animations. So with animations, you could select an object and then you could choose what animation you want to give it. Remember with animations, there's entrance options, emphasis options, and there's also exit options, right? So you choose an entrance for it to float in. You choose the effect options, maybe it floats down, right? Once that is chosen, you could choose the duration. Maybe you want to make it 3 seconds. You type in a 3 there, and then you want it to start after previous, right? So that's some of the options you'd have. You could add another animation to this picture. You click on add animation, and then you choose it from here. Do not add it from there, right? And again, all the things that you want to do to it will apply again, like timing and so forth. And then if you want to copy the animation that's here, you select this picture, you use the animation painter, and then you could paste it onto this object there. So now that object has the same animation as the picture. Okay, so that's your animation painter. So these are the things that I wanted you to go over, or just to remind you of. Hopefully it helps you, and you're able to apply this knowledge in your test. Uh, and you're welcome to ask any questions via email, but remember, do the apply it exercises. Once you have done the apply it exercises for module 1, 2, and 3, just do one of each. You also have to do the mock test, and this will help you prepare for the semester test. Okay. Cheers. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can subscribe to the channel. If you want economics help, statistics, maths, IT stuff as well, like this, or even general uni advice, university advice. That's what I'll be doing on the channel. So if you want to subscribe to that, you can, or just subscribe just for just, you can. Thank you. It'll help. Okay. Cheers. Have a good one, and I hope this helps you prepare for your semester test. Cheers.